Bonjour, hola, konnichiwa, annyeonghaseyo, ni hao. My name is Cynthiasciandra, and I am an internationally trained artist. I have shown my art in Japan, UK, France, and USA. My passion is to encourage artists to grow and thrive in their creative soul. This world needs to see your unique perspective. I want to give you the skills and techniques to connect you with your own creativity and the tools you need to express your beautiful soul. I donate 10% back to animal rescues to protect our beautiful world that has inspired my art.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I'm coming to you live from my studio at Cynthiasciandra Nature Art for Animal Rescues, and I give 10% back to animal rescues just because I really appreciate nature and I love, love animals, and it's just my way of giving back to this beautiful world that we live in. So today I'm going to continue my 14 days of drawing for free, and I'm coming to you live every night at 10 p.m. Eastern. So today is going to be day 11, I believe, and we have 3 more days left of our lives. After the 14 days of lives, I'm going to be launching my awesome new class, which is starting on Monday, and the link to join is in the comments. So if you're interested in joining, all you have to do is click on the link, and you can access the class. I'm very excited for this class because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I am trying to open up my drawing that I can look at, but it's not letting me because Facebook is going very slow. So I guess I'll just talk to you guys a little bit about my day first before I get started with this drawing. So today, Alex has been very crazy about the snow. Let's just put it that way. He absolutely loves snow, and today he decided that he was going to take his excavator that he sits on, and he sits on it and he shovels the snow up and shovels the snow up, and he had so much fun doing that he wasn't paying attention and just completely dumped it into the snow. Hilarious. Little moments like that as a parent that we all enjoy. So I'm going to bring up my image. Today we're going to be making a lamb. So if you're drawing along with me at home, all you're going to need to grab is a pencil and a paper, and you'll probably want to have an eraser. We can add some color to this one, so if you want to grab some paint, we can definitely add some color, or if you wanted to grab just like colored pencils, that's fine too. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Finally got Facebook to work for me. Thank you guys for being patient. Hey, Matthew. Aw, good evening, Frankie. Very nice. Doing good. How are you doing, Frankie? Oh, hi, Miss Abilities Queen. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our drawing. Let me move this camera over so my friends on TikTok can see the drawing really well. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to start with the head of our lamb, and the head of our lamb is going to be a small oval shape. Now you can use a big piece of paper or small paper. I'm using a big paper so you guys can see it better. This actually would be really cute, I think, on like a note card for Easter. So you might want to do something smaller. Oh, hey, Diana. Oh, she's joining us from Facebook. That's so cool. Or from YouTube. That's so awesome. Hi, Diana. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so we're going to start with our oval shape for the head. And if you're watching along and you're joining us, I would absolutely love for you to share your drawing with me. Frankie says she's decomposing with her skull. decompressing with her sketchbook. So yeah, this is definitely a great way to just take some stress out of your day. All right, so you're going to draw your head, which is an oval shape, and you're going to make it, made it a little too pointy at the bottom. You're going to make it a little smaller towards the bottom of the head. Okay, so once we have our oval shape, I'm going to move this camera down because it's kind of getting a weird glare. Once we have our oval shape, you're going to add your ears to the drawing. And the ears are going to be triangle shapes, but they're coming from the side of the head. So you're going to want to make them a little rounded at the tops of them and bring them down. Now, if that was too hard for you to do, to draw like that, you can do a triangle shape first, and then you can round it and erase the point. And then you can round this part and erase the line. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over. If you need to practice your ears, totally fine. This will be up for replay on Facebook and YouTube, so you can definitely watch along later. Hey, King, thanks for joining me. How are you doing tonight? We're doing some drawings. I would love to see who's on. Say hello if you're watching. I am starting an art class next week, so I'm very excited about it. All right, so I drew my rounded ear here for the lamb. And we're going to go on the other side and do the same thing again. Oops, I have my lines a little funky. That's why we have erasers. And you're going to draw slightly down and up. And you're going to make this one a little more rounded than the last one was. It's a little folded down. Super cute. So after you have your triangle shapes and your oval shapes for your face, then you are going to add an oval for the inside of the ear. You're just going to take it in a little bit, make an elongated oval for the inside of the ear. And on the inside of this ear, it's face down, so all that you need to do is draw a slight line right above. I think I want to make this ear a little bit wider. Not a little bit pointier. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when I'm drawing things. I know my paintings are very messy, so it's hard to tell that. But because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, I always erase and start again, and it's totally fine. If you need to start over, if you need to erase, this is all a learning process, even for me. I've been drawing and painting professionally for 15 years, and I think I've been drawing and painting probably since much longer than that. And I've studied under masters before. I've studied internationally, and I still make mistakes, and I still have to use my eraser. And you see me use my eraser many times. Mistakes are what teaches us, right, guys? All right, so we're going to take the top of the head, square it off a little bit, because this is probably going to be a male with his little horns. Hey, Art on Creekside. I know that lady. Thank you for joining me. All right, so the next thing we're going to draw is we're going to square off the chin just slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and draw almost like an oval shape down. And that's going to make our little chin down here up to the higher cheekbones on the side, like this kind of a line here. So if you're drawing along with me, that's all that you need to do. And you're going to go ahead and erase the sides. All right, so I opened up the floor to ask what we should paint or what we should draw next. And this was the #1 piece that everybody wanted. And then there was like a battle between those who liked the octopus and those who liked the lily. So we need a tiebreaker because everybody liked it was pretty even. People either like the octopus or they like the lily. So tomorrow we're going to draw a giraffe. And then the next day, I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm hoping that there'll be somebody who'll be like a tiebreaker for us so we can figure this out. So I'm adding like the curly cues on top. And the way that I do curly cues, just go back and forth with my pencil and kind of a squiggly line. And that adds some fun texture up on top. So I just did that up on top, kind of going around my lines. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw our eyes. So remember, our faces are round. So when we're drawing our faces, when we draw eyes, we always draw it on a round shape. So it's slightly in line with the ears, slightly below the ears. And we are going to make our center line, which is also slightly round, just so that we can kind of have a guideline for ourselves. So if you're following along, we're making our center line and our line down the middle. That would be really hard. Lilies are my favorite. It is a hard choice, right? Lilies are my favorite, but octopuses too. And giraffes are my all-time favorite. Yeah, so we're definitely doing giraffes tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're going to do beyond that, though. I think I might have to go live on Saturday, too, just so we can get everything right, guys. All right, so now we're going to work on our eyes. And the eyes are on the side of their heads because they are prey, and they need to have that peripheral vision. So we are going to draw our eyes on the side of the head. And because they're on the side of their head, they're going to be more of a pointed oval shape. I'm going to draw it real small here for myself, and then I'll show you larger on the back, just so that you guys can draw along with me. So when we do pointed oval shape eyes, you are going to come down with the point. So if you're looking at the eye from the side, we're drawing this line that comes down. And then we're going to draw the bottom of the eye down here. Now, it is taller, it is higher at the top than it is at the bottom. And then we are going to draw that oval shape on the side. Now, this is kind of tricky for people because it's hard for us to envision the entire eyeball. You're making the illusion that the eyeball is still there. So if you need to draw the whole circle first and then erase it, totally fine. If you need to draw the whole circle, then erase it, totally fine. So here we go. I'm going to erase my circle. And then you have your wonderful sideways eyeball. And for the other side, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to come down. Remember, it's taller at the top, smaller at the bottom. And then you're going to make your half circle. Now, if you need to draw the whole circle and then erase it, totally fine. Don't erase the wrong side or else it's going to look like a Pac-Man. All right, so now we have our eyeballs. So draw them fairly close to the side of the head because they are on the side. Remember, taller at the bottom, or taller at the top, smaller at the bottom, sideways circles. Super easy once you break it down. All right, now we don't need this line anymore, so we're going to erase that center line that we drew as a marker for ourselves. Hey, welcome back, Miss Abilities. So we are going to draw just a small line at the top where for us it's eyebrows, but for these animals, they don't really have eyebrows, but they have an eye socket. So it's kind of that line for the eye socket. And then underneath, another rounded line for their eye socket. Now make sure it's rounded, because if it's not rounded, they're going to look angry. Unless that's what you're going for. If you want an angry sheep, all the power to you. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we have some eye sockets drawn and our eyeballs drawn. And the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to draw the nose. Now the nose is down here, and it's going to be just a half circle to draw the nose. And then we're going to come down a little further with a little bit of a line. And we're going to draw our smile. Now what I like to do with our lines here, draw it bigger so you can see. I love to draw a little bit of a gap at the top. And then I come in with another line in the middle. So this is our nose, right? Whoops. That's our nose. And then I do our line down for our lips at the top. And then the line at the bottom. Now you're going to fill this in lightly at the bottom, like a circle, and then you're going to go darker at the top. Now, if you want to have fun later, you can come back in and do your color. Might want to add some pink. Make it look like your tongue in here. Your choice, though. You don't have to do that. All right, so I have my lines here. I have my smile. And now I'm going to erase this guideline. And then I'm going to add a little bit of pink to the nose, a little pink to my ears, and a little pink to my lips down here. Just kind of makes it a little bit happier. Welcome, Celinda, thank you for joining us. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we leave a little circle for our eyes, for the light in our eyes. A little circle of white on both of the eyes. And then when we leave that little circle of white on our eyes, we'll be able to draw that dark eye around it and leave that white circle at the top. That'll kind of make it look like it's real and wet and rounded. There we go. And we have our cute little lammy. You can add some fur here around the eyes and under the eyes. You can add some fur on the side of the face. And all I'm doing is I'm going up and down with my sheep. Add some dimension to the sides of the face to make it not quite as circular. You can add some dimensions on the side of the face towards the ears. Make them jut out just a slight bit. And then erase our big oval that we drew. So all that I did was I went out a little bit here, and then I erased this line, and I went out a little bit here and erased the line. Went out a little here and erased the line. and a little here and erase the line. And I kind of got it to a point on the side. And I used that furry texture to kind of make my lines. Super cute, right? Oh my gosh, adorable. Okay, now if you want to add a little texture around the mouth, that'll help make it look more realistic and not as much as a cartoon smile. And then if you want to add a little texture into your ear, that'll help make it not look as flat. And all I'm doing is coming in with my pencil and adding a little bit of texture to it. Not a lot, just very lightly adding a little texture to it. Oh, thank you much, Celinda. Yeah, he's super cute. Matthew said, I thought you were duetting my video. I will, baby. I have to wait till tomorrow, though, because Alex went to bed. I promise I will duet your video for you. Okay, so now we have our cute little face. So cute. And you want your face to be the focus of the piece. So if you want to come back later and add more detail to it, more fur, that's a great idea because that's where you want people to really focus. Now, the next thing we're going to draw is a circle on the ear, just above the ear. Not a very big circle, just like a little circle here. And then you're going to draw, are you ready for this? So cute. You're going to draw a top down and round it out. Let me do it big on the back so you guys can see. So we have our circle above the lamb. Nice big circle. And then you're going to draw the top down and out. Top down and out. Then you're going to erase these sides. Hello, Kiara. Kiara's daddy, I guess. And after you draw those two sides, you have your little birdie. So you're going to add some texture here. Going to add a little tiny beak and some eyes. And then your legs with a little bit of 3 little feet at the bottom. Okay, so here's our little tiny birdie over here. 2 little eyes, a little beak, some wings, 2 legs, and 3 points on each leg. So cute, guys. Look how fun that is. All right, so now if you want to add color, you don't have to add color, but if you do want to add color, you can add some yellow in here. These would be, so you can eventually, if you practice this a little bit, you could copy it and you could send these as little Easter cards or maybe like happy spring cards. Just some fun stuff. Okay, so the next thing we're going to draw is an oval shape. Oops, made mine a little too big. And this is going to be where the sheep's body is. Just an oval underneath. Nice oval underneath. Now, once you have your little oval shape, you're going to square off the back of it, thinking of it being the sheep's bum back here. So square off the back. And then you're going to come down just a little bit into the side. And then you're going to come down on this side a little bit, square it off a little bit, and come down. Just a little squared off. Think about where his shoulder is coming down. You're going to want it to be just slightly curved, slightly squared. Another way to think of it is there's a line between his two shoulders that goes right under his chin. And you're going to draw his other shoulder, just like a hint of his other shoulder up here. So if you need to do your guideline for where to draw the two shoulders, you can. All right, so if you drew the guideline, make sure you erase it before we keep moving on. All right, so now you have your legs coming down, and your leg shapes are going to be an oval connected to another oval, and then an oval connected to another oval. Now, if you have trouble with sizing, I totally understand, because when I started out, I had trouble with sizing too. You can always draw, you had your guideline here. If you think about it, your arms will always be at the same spot, and your ankles or your wrists will always be at the same spot. So if you need to draw that same guideline for all three places, you can plan out how big you want your ovals to be. So you can see here, I drew a guideline for the shoulders, a guideline for the tops, and then a guideline for the ankles. All right, so if you drew guidelines, you're going to want to erase those. Okay, and now we're going to make them look slightly more realistic. So you're going to come down on your legs just a little bit in a straight line here. And you're going to want to make that kind of darker, because if you imagine the weight of the arms, of the knees, imagine all that weight. You're going to make him look really stable there at that point. Then you're going to want to do a little bit of an interior line at the base of this oval, because if you think about where the weight is placed, you want to make sure that you can really see those 2 points. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. The weight is here, and the weight is here. So you want to make them slightly darker in both places. Okay, now we can have fun and do our little bit of a billy goat body here. And then we can add some knock knees. So you can bring your lines in a little bit and over. In a little bit and over. So cute when they're like really little. They're so adorable. And then you're going to bring your line straight down and kind of curve it at the bottom. Now there is a lot of weight again at the bottom, so you're going to make it look thicker at the bottom. And bring it up a little bit to give him his hoof at the bottom. So all I did was I came in a little bit and over, made it a little darker here, came down straight, came over and up, over, straight line, and over and in. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, guys. So we're going to come in a little bit. And then these hooves are slightly angled out. So all that you have to do is you have to draw 2 triangles. So if you need to do it on the back, that's totally fine. You're going to come out a little bit, draw a line, and 2 triangles. And then you just have to erase your lines. Okay, so now we have our little hooves here. I'm going to add some shadowing, make them look more 3D. Just shading along the sides a little bit, back and forth. A little shadowing back here on the back. A little more shadowing on the shoulders. Just kind of giving him a little bit of shape. Super cute. I think I'm going to add a little shading to his face too, a little bit. Okay, now I just want you to draw a line down in the back that ends kind of with that squared off shape, and a line in and out in the back, just to give the illusion that there is a foot behind the other legs. So a line down, straight line back, down, and a line out. Just to give the illusion, again, of the shape of the lines coming down. I think I made mine a little too chubby, so I think I'm going to come in a little bit like this. There you go. All right, so this guy is super, super cute. Hey, Tammy, thanks for joining me. So cute. All right, and then if you want to round off the butt a little bit in the back so it doesn't look quite as angular, that's fine too. And if you want to add more color to the face, you can. If you want to give him blue eyes, or if you want to add some green grass at the bottom, you can make it your own, however you want. If you want to add more texture. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Diana. She said that's so adorable. Oh, thanks, Linda. I hope I'm saying your name right. So the last thing that you're going to do is you're going to sign your name, because even if you're not quite proud of it, if it's not exactly where you want it to be, you took time today to make something that you usually wouldn't have made, and you took time for yourself today, and that's something to be proud of. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you again tomorrow night. I'll be live at 10 p.m. Eastern, and that is 9 Central, 7 Mountain Time. No, 7 Central. 9 Central, 7 Pacific. Oh, my brain. So tomorrow we're going to be drawing giraffes. So if you want to draw a giraffe with me, come join me at 10 p.m. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye.